Hello and welcome back to Talk About Strange. I've been going through my emails and I found more emails that I had missed. I don't know how. I started organizing because I got everything going into the same email, and so now I'm creating folders to put things in that I've already done, so I'll know. If I miss any of yours, please don't think it's because I did it on purpose. It's really not. There's just a lot in here, and just finding the time to get to them and getting them all in. So I got some more here today I want to share with you. We're adding some more stuff to the store. I want to throw that out there. That we made. We were requested to make the emblem on the sweatshirts a little bit bigger, so we're working on that. We did that. Actually, that's on there. We had to go to a different vendor in order to be able to do that. We have a new logo up, so that one's really cool. You have to check that out. Shirt logo, it's not the business logo. We have a new graphic image. There you go, up on there, and a lot more to come. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this, and I got a few stories in here to do for you. So let's start here with this one. Hello, I believe your name was Steve. Yeah, Steve, you got it right. And a fellow YouTuber. I ran Lawson Railroad on YouTube, and I truly believe Wendy's story and the other women, Americ, or whatever it was, because I had two encounters in my life. The first one was in 1997. I was 15 years old. Me and some buddies saved up some money to rent a cabin in the woods. We played a game called Truth or Dare. I took a dare, and mine was to walk out in the woods by myself. I thought I was being brave. I took that walk, and I walked up upon something that wasn't of this world. Now, I don't know exactly what it was that I walked upon, but all I remember was it was 8 feet tall and had red glowing eyes, and it hissed at me, and I screamed, and then I ran for my life back to the cabin, and it seemed like I gonna knock the door down, and I struggled to lock it behind me. It scared my friends, my buddies, and I ran and hid in the bathroom and locked the door. After that, it's what seemed like an eternity. I opened the door and told them what happened. They felt guilty about it. My second encounter was in 2001. I was driving along a forest road going home, and there was a rest stop, so I stopped to use the restroom. And as I was about to get out of my truck, luckily there was a street light there. I heard a high-pitched demonic scream not far from me. So I got in my truck, cranked it up, and sped out of there fast as possible. When I looked back on the road, not even a half a mile, I saw a white figure running across the road on all fours, and it looked at me with the most demonic grin I'd ever saw. But I didn't stop or slow down. I kept going until I got home. Thankfully, I made it home all right after having those two encounters. It's why I truly believe Wendy's story. Thanks for sharing that. I'm just thankful she's alive and well, and my name is Brandon. Okay, so you did share the name. All right. Thank you for sending that in, Brandon. We really appreciate it. That's scary stuff. That's kind of wild. I think a lot of people that's happened too. So I would have been interested where that was at, what area. I don't know if you said where you're from here, but anyway, very interesting. Thank you for sending that. What else we got here? Okay, here we go. This one goes out to Arizona Angie's granddaughter. This was kind of touching, really. She's a subscriber of the channel. She watches every video. She put a message up. I said, thank you for coming on, and make sure you check with your grandmother, your mother, or parent, or somebody, an adult, before you watch these videos. Just make sure they're appropriate for you to see, because these are not all for children. They're not for children. So, but with that said, I did my disclaimer, right? Let's go ahead and read this story. Hi there, Arizona Angie here. Let me start off by wishing you and your family a wonderful, happy New Year, 2024. I hope it provides you with all the happiness, prosperity, and everything you seek. of the unexplained. Maybe we can find some answers and messages by continuing to share the strange. Today I will share an experience my granddaughter had. Apparently I learned in 2022 that she may also share the sixth sense ability. As I mentioned in my first story, my introduction myself, I moved to Arizona 2022 from California. My granddaughter's experience takes place upon moving into our new home in Arizona. I have a lot of stories and I'd like to send them in chronologically, but due to the fact that I have so many, I don't think it will really be possible. Upon learning I had shared a story with you, she was very eager for me to share hers as well. If you have grandchildren, I'm sure you can relate to her impatience. Laugh out loud. I do. I completely understand. Now to make it clear, I'm not saying our home in Arizona is also haunted. As you remember, I said my California home was haunted. My granddaughter's experience takes place about a month or so after we moved in here in Arizona. We have a 2-story home. She and I had been in the kitchen talking and laughing as usual. I am a very happy-go-lucky person, always laughing, joking, and yes, I love to sing. My granddaughter is just the same. She loves to laugh at me because I'm always breaking into laugh when she happens to say something that sounds like the lyrics of an old favorite song. So I believe it plays out part of her experience. We had been in the kitchen talking and laughing. My granddaughter went upstairs for a bit. Now, if you remember the old song, Me and You and a Dog Named Boo. I thought it was Blue. Is it Blue or Boo? Yeah, well, that song had popped in my head earlier that day. So every so often throughout the day, I had been singing it. She was upstairs. I went to my room that is downstairs. About 30 minutes or so after or later, she was coming back downstairs. She didn't quite make it all the way down, stopping about halfway, and then I heard her call out to me, sounding a little frightened and confused, saying, "Grandma, is Bradley with you?" Bradley is my elderly dog. I answered yes, that he was. She called me again to come to her. I went to see what and why she sounded so alarmed. Turns out, in her words, she said, "I just saw a figure of a dog walk past the bottom of the stairs, walking towards the kitchen." We only had one dog, Bradley, and he was in my bedroom. I tried to figure out what she saw, and her description was that it appeared to be solid. I looked around immediately, wondering where a dog could have come from. There was no dog or person in the kitchen. The doors were closed and locked. I asked her to describe what the dog looked like, and now she's thinking she may have seen a ghost dog. The description she gave me made me cry. She had described my previous dog who passed away in 2018 in California, my beloved Cody. So going back to the song, Me and You and a Dog Named Boo. When my Cody was alive, I would often sing that song to him. He was my pal, my best friend. The story of him becoming my dog was so funny, sweet, and sad. Let's say he chose to be my dog in 2004 when he was just a puppy. We had lost our previous dog, Ranger, of 10 years to cancer, not even a year after we moved to our haunted house in California in 1998. I'm not saying all the previous dogs weren't special, but Cody was special to me and my family. He came into our lives at a time we needed a lot of unconditional love. My dad was living his last months of life. Cody passed away at 14 years old. So I surmised that my granddaughter was chosen to see Cody that day in our new Arizona home so he could let us know that he was still with me. When I told her who she had seen, we cried together. She was only 4 years old when he passed. She didn't have many vivid memories of him. My granddaughter is a sweet, loving soul. I am glad he chose her to send this message. I believe he has made himself at home here. I have these ashes of Cody and Ranger and my kitty Jasmine, aka Tita, here with me. I do believe once our pets cross over, they are still with us. As a matter of fact, I have a little vivid dream dream visit of Cody and our kitty Tita. This dream happened recently, surprisingly on the birthday of my current dog, Bradley. He just turned 14. My Bradley is old and frail. He was diagnosed last June with lung cancer. We are just keeping him comfortable. So my Bradley will be leaving us as well. I often joke about that. He will probably outlive me. Laugh out loud. Who knows? I'd like to thank you for allowing me to share. Sorry. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to share my granddaughter's story. I know it was another long one, but in order for you and the listeners to understand, I chose to put a little background in. I know there are probably many subscribers who have had their pets visit them and can relate. I'd like to add that I had sightings of our beloved family pets as well. Those are following emails if you'd like. Sincerely, Arizona Angie. You people, why do you do this to me? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. We had some very dear pets that we lost here in the past year and a half, I guess, year and a half. That it's rough. I mean, I get it. I mean, these pets are so much more than pets, than animals to you. They just become a part of your life, your family, and then when they're gone, it's like just such an emptiness, and it's a void that even with other pets, it's hard to fill. We have two amazing little dogs now that we love them both, but like I say, you just can't fulfill that. You know, it's hard to fill that hole, that emptiness, but you know, they're amazing, and they bring so much joy and fun to our life, so you wouldn't replace it. You never would want to. So I'm so sorry for your losses. 14 years, it seems to be the unlucky number for a lot of these animals. I'm sure other people are going to chime in here for you and give you some support and love. Thank you for sending that in. It's a little bit different than our usual stories, but I mean, these are ghost stories, so let's talk about strange, right? All right, I'm going to move on to see if do we have any happier ones I can share now? Thank you for sending that in. Thanks a lot. Oh, do we have any? What else we got here? Well, this is just somebody wrote in to as a recommendation. Miracle, white buffalo, calf, woman reborn. You seem so sincere, open, and kind as I watch some of the Bigfoot videos. Hence, I want to share this. Please Google Janesville, Wisconsin, miracle white buffalo, calf, woman reborn. I went on 2 pilgrimages to see Miracle and was gifted a bit of her fur both times. When she was alive, sadly, she died when she was 10 years old. Then her family guardian, Jerry the Elder, died. Google Washington Post style section, White Buffalo, the Unsolved Mystery series featured to her. I was psychic from the age 2 on, but after meeting Miracle, my abilities accelerated for a while. You can still visit the Hinder Farm where she was born and see the giving fence. You might also look up Renaissance, astrology, talismans. Christopher Warnock is amazing. He is also an attorney. Okay, well, I think I'm going to close this out now. We got a lot more stuff here, but I got to go through it and finish cleaning up these emails. I just wanted to get something back out to you here today. So thank you for joining us again. And keep sending in those emails, and I'll get to them. Just be patient with me. Check out that store, grab your membership, and get the 10% discount on your stuff from the store. And let's keep this going, this journey going. We're taking together. I just really appreciate, guys. We'll see you again real soon.